Okay, today starts my 10 laps project for 2020. What this is the 5 main single track courses in eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. So you've got Swanson, Tranquility, Calvin Crest, Lewis and Clark, and Platte. Basically the Cyclow Path Race Series courses. I want to do 10 laps of each one in a single go. Some of you might remember back in 2018, I did 10 laps at Lewis and Clark. The goal there was 10 laps in 5 hours, and that was because, could I do 10 laps in 5 hours at Lewis and Clark compared to a little over 2 hours driving one way to a cyclocross race in Des Moines, the race, and then a little over 2 hours drive back. Turns out yes, and turns out it was pretty awesome actually. So with 2020 being quite the cluster that it is, you've seen a whole bunch of people do crazy awesome things. The people riding 1,000 kilometers at one go in Zwift, 24 hours straight in Zwift. My brother did a roughly 4-hour century in Zwift, which is insane by most people's standards. Which, just wait for him to come out of this thing. He's going to come out with some serious speed and endurance, I tell you what. So for me, I needed something to give me motivation. All the races are canceled or postponed at this point. We don't know that for sure. There might be some in July or August or something. But as of right now, on May 2nd, no freaking clue. And so my motivation has been trash. Plus, there's just an absolute butt ton of stress at work. To the point where hopping on the trainer and trying to put out power just doesn't work very well. You got stress from actually doing a workout, and then crazy stress from work and everything going around. It's been too much. So luckily some of that's tapered off a little bit for me, hopefully. So I'm setting some bigger goals to try and stay motivated so I can drop not only the wonderful extra pounds I gained with this COVID situation, but also extra pounds that I had last year. Maybe try to get back to the 2018 weight level, which was pretty awesome. I want to have something to look forward to, something to train for, something to, make me a little nervous. Right now, I don't really have that, so I have a hard time putting myself on the trainer for my normal trainer sessions, even though this year they were going pretty well. So am I motivated for Swanson? Well, I would say so. I've been freaking shaving my legs for this.
That's what she said.
Looking down the road at different courses. So today, like I said, I'm doing Swanson, which I'm not super concerned about. Lewis and Clark, I know I can do. Granted, I was a lot lighter when I did that, but it's also the best course in Nebraska. So I'm not super concerned about that at all because I'm just motivated. I love that course. Platte, that makes me a little nervous, only from doing 10 laps of that horrendous climb that used to be at the beginning of the race in the Cyclow Path series, but I don't know where it's going to start now that we have that excellent new parking lot. Calvin Crest makes me about as equally nervous as Platte. Again, that long climb at the end. And the one I'm most nervous about is Tranquility, which is funny because, as far as technicality goes and all that sort of stuff, it's not. Platte's more technical, Calvin Crest is more technical, Lewis and Clark is more technical. But from a sheer distance and time standpoint, the full lap there is going to be, 9-ish miles? So after 10 laps, I'll have 90 miles on the mountain bike. Put that on top of Tranquility being, and no disrespect to anybody working on that, I love you, Eric Geiger. It's just not my favorite course in the area. I tend to struggle with that like I struggle with long gravel races where I get a little bored. But that'll be good for me because if things work out, cross your fingers, I'd like to do Gravel Worlds this year, which would be in late August. So the practice of doing 90 miles of single track should be extremely helpful for that sort of thing, especially from a mental standpoint. We will talk at you after this whole thing is done. 10th lap in, and it's raining. Hopefully short. Howdy, howdy. The hell out of here. So, 10 laps of Swanson complete. Tell you what, at the end, that last lap, I was really over the little fun objects that I usually like jumping over and riding down, like the stairs going down, these little wooden features I usually just kind of have fun with. Nope, so over those things. I need new grips. Oh, my hands are killing me. Got a nice little callus coming in there. My baby smooth hands. Ah, that's better. Little Pamplemousse LaCroix. Just for you, Jamie. Nutrition-wise, I used Goo Octane in the bottles. So I had 3 bottles full of Goo Octane energy drink mix, and then every couple of laps I would slam a Goo Octane gel. So overall, I would call this whole thing a wild success, and I'm really looking forward to getting some real food in me and a beer or 3. So stay safe, everybody. Talk to you next time.